Welcome back, everyone, to another new episode of Erin is the Funny One. I'm Jack Douglas, and Erin's pouring me wine.
Wait, did you want me to talk? Sorry, every other time I introduce myself, you're like, no, not you. You again? That sort of thing.
I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Ernie.
And this is episode 41, titled Undetermined as of now. We'll get there.
Oh, yeah. I guess I have no idea what's in store for us.
Only I do. I am the master of this week's podcast.
You're the MC, if you will.
I am the MC.
You know, I gotta be honest with you, Jack Film. I think, granted, I am biased on this subject. I think that the episodes where I quiz you, I think my quizzes are better than your quizzes.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna put that out there. And guys, buckle up because this week, not one of my quizzes. So
way to play it up there, honey.
yeah.
I will say your cryptocurrency quiz is one of the best ones.
What about my Kids Bob quiz?
It's all right.
What about my face blindness quiz?
That was actually really hurtful. And
What about our most recent actual taste blindness quiz?
you made me taste garlic sauce out of the Domino's tin. So no.
That sauce is delicious. So I do not appreciate.
For tasting.
Yeah, it is. I taste it all the time. All the time.
You should see someone about. It's all I taste.
Jack Film, has your taste returned yet?
I think my taste is like nearly 100% back. It's great. It feels great. We finally got Chipotle for the second time, and it was so good.
And you actually tasted it.
And I actually tasted the guac and the barbacoa.
You know, I guess I will say I do feel like Chipotle's guac, I think it could use a little bit more salt.
Why don't you tweet at Chipotle and tell them what they're doing wrong? I'm sure they'd love to hear from you.
There are some people. So here's the thing, though.
The chefs that work there, you should tell them this.
I don't know who makes the guac, but I think that the recipe could use more salt. But that's just me. And I can afford to have more salt. Some people can't afford to have more salt. So I am willing to take on the.
What a hero.
Really, it's a sacrifice. I am sacrificing my own desire for more salt.
That's so noble.
Knowing that the OG recipe could probably stand to use some more salt. I wonder, actually, I would really, you know how they show you how like they make shit at like McDonald's and stuff?
Sure. Pink slime or whatever.
Yeah. All of the manufacturing that goes into the McDonald's process. Yeah. I would really like to see, like, what is the process at Chipotle?
I think there's a literal farm behind every Chipotle.
I want to see it.
And it's whole. It's all whole foods. Nothing's frozen. Everything's made straight from the cows and the chickens.
Well, I want to know. Your friend Darren, I mean, granted, this was 15 years ago, but he worked at Panera, did he not? And he said that literally everything is frozen.
Yeah.
He's like, every single thing at Panera came frozen.
I think we should get Darren on the show in a future episode. I think so too.
And I want to interview him of what he remembers being a Panera employee.
It's like one of those like weird jobs. But not weird at all.
This is what I wanted. I wanted to tell me about your job.
Oh my God.
That's what I wanted to hear about.
Yes.
Back in the day. That wasn't that long ago.
Years and years ago.
That desire still exists. I want to interview people and I want to hear about their jobs. I'm so curious. But yeah, we should get him on and just to interview him about his experience being a like Panera cashier or whatever. Probably more than
15 plus years ago.
Yeah, 15 plus years ago.
Honey, can you tell us a bit about what I'm about to put in my mouth?
Oh, okay. So I went to everybody's favorite Amazon subsidiary, Whole Foods, which I've heard, and we know Jeff Bezos doesn't play favorites with his children, but I've heard Whole Foods is one of his favorites. And he sure. Anyway, so I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I went to everybody's favorite Amazon subsidiary, Whole Foods, and I picked myself and Jack Film here up a bottle of rosé from Sonoma County. We've got some Angels and Cowboys, and it's 2021, 12.5%. This is the description they've provided. There's a lover, a trailblazer, and a rule breaker in all of us. By the way, they didn't use the Oxford comma.
I lose a little respect.
I lose. You
it's
lost.
So important.
Me. Yeah, you lost me with not using the Oxford comma. Dare to indulge. Angels and Cowboys Rosé displays notes of lime blossom, dried berry, and uninhibited acidity at play with wild plum, culminating in an elegant finish. And it's cellared and bottled by Angels and Cowboys in Healdsburg, California. What do you think?
So I've had a few sips.
It's very pale. It's like rosés have a spectrum of pinks, I would say. And this is a very, very pale peach. I would say this is a well-hydrated peach person.
Are you going to let me answer the question you just asked me?
You paused for too long.
I would describe this as pale. It's very pale rosé. Notes of peach. I will say though, like normally don't like rosés. I typically steer clear of them. They're a bit, I don't know, like too strong, for lack of a better word. This is very faint. This is like a fainter, lighter rosé, more reminiscent of apple juice. No, it's got like a juicy aftertaste and a juicy before taste. It's just juicy all around is what I'm trying to say.
It is pretty flavorful.
Without really hitting you hard over the head with its roséness.
I would say it's more on the tart side than sweet.
Whatever it is, it's good.
It's pretty tart.
This is a good rosé.
It's not dry, but it is tart.
Aaron, what did this cost you? $60, $70?
So I don't remember, but the average price that people paid for this is $16.99.
What a steal.
Yeah, Jack Film. You don't need to spend a lot of money to enjoy a bottle of wine.
That's right,
okay?
Erin.
Out of 75 ratings,
yeah,
the Vivino gods have rated this a 4.0 out of 5.
That's high for the Vivino gods.
Yeah, it is.
But what
is
about the
pretty high.
Erin gods?
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a I don't love tart.
Yeah.
Tart's not my favorite.
Mhm.
It's not so much that you pucker the back of your like throat and tongue like a lemon head.
Uh-huh. Lemonhead needs to make a wine.
I'm going to give this one like a 6 out of 10.
Okay. Pretty average for Erin.
Yeah, pretty average.
Average for Erin's my favorite rock band. I would say I would give this 4.3 Jack films out of 5.
Really?
I like this a lot.
That is hella high.
I'm really enjoying I normally really don't like rosés. And I would drink half a bottle of this.
Wow. Simping for the wine, I see.
A little bit.
All right.
I don't know. It's very light.
All right, guys. Also, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update.
Uh-oh.
That nobody asked for and nobody gives a
They
shit.
never do.
But guys, I found out where I got COVID today.
Yes, you did.
And
where'd you get COVID, Erin?
technically, it kind of was at the bar that I thought I got it at because I am nearly positive that I actually got it from one of people in the band that we went to go see that stayed with us, which is fine. I actually don't care because, by the way, I did predict it. I am Nostradamus. Apparently, COVID going like fire through my office. So
yeah, rampant every day.
Rampant.
You tell me a new story about someone from your line of work that has COVID every single day.
And so
it's terrifying.
if I hadn't have gotten it from them,
you would have gotten it.
I would have gotten it like this week anyway, or last week, or anyway, whatever. But I at least feel a little like more assured that I know exactly how I got it.
Yeah, that's got to be
I was
validating.
in close quarters. We were talking in a loud bar, like straight into like it was kind
straight
of like
into each other's mouths.
Like yes, basically, like you're
Pretty
like
much.
leaning. You're like, wait, what? What do you say?
Yeah,
Sorry,
no one can
and
hear shit.
you're literally like inches away from each other's faces.
Yeah,
it makes total sense now.
Yeah.
Absolute total sense, and I at least feel better that I'm like, okay.
I mean, we're like both over it.
Because for sure. But like I was harboring some type of feeling where I'm like, but I didn't even talk to anybody.
Right.
How did I get it? And now I at least am like, oh no, I was like within inches of somebody's face that probably had
Turns
it
out
at the time.
It was your talkative ass that got us into this whole COVID mess.
I'm at least glad that I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I got it there. Like, or from somebody who now I know.
Yeah.
Exactly how it happened.
Absolutely.
And it was from somebody that I know and love dearly. And I'm not mad about it because I'm fortunate enough to be able to not be mad at it.
Right.
But I can go to sleep at night knowing where I got COVID.
How do you sleep at night?
Not well, according to you. My talkative ass just like won't shut up.
Agreed. My turn. Honey,
Yes.
are you ready for the meat of this podcast? Grand. So I resorted to our hotline once again, which is what's that again? What's our hotline?
Dad Hug Me 10.
Oh, and I can't remember for Dad Hug Me 10, is it just for people to call into and leave a voicemail?
No, they can text in too.
Oh, then that explains this week's text that I got.
Uh-huh.
Once I find it, it's over for you. All right, nudes. All right, this text comes from Ariana, who I quote wrote this. Hello, coolest Erin. Ugh. I have an idea for the podcast. Excuse me. I'm thinking a quiz where you say a phobia and then guess what it means.
Ooh, I like that idea.
So Ariana.
You don't know it's Ariana. It could be Ariana.
Ariana, I liked that idea so much. I kind of went and ran with that. But I put a little twist on it. Just a minor little Jack film twist. You know, don't go crazy. Erin, I have a list of phobias here that I'm going to read. I'm going to attempt to read to you. Some of them are long and hard to say, but I'll do my best. And then I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to give you 2 fears that it could be. You have to tell me which fear the phobia is. Makes sense?
I'm sorry.
For example.
No, wait, I'm sorry. How did you change up the idea? I missed that part.
Okay. Very obviously.
Is this once again a man taking credit for something that
No.
you did not invent?
Okay.
Like somebody else had that idea and
No.
you were like, but I changed it up and made it my own.
I refined
But then you
it.
just repeated exactly
you.
what the idea was.
Excuse you. No, Ariana wrote a quiz where you say a phobia and then guess what it means.
Uh-huh.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to say the phobia and then give you 2 choices.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow.
It's completely different. It's a lot like your stupid crypto quiz that I
Guys,
quite liked.
Tune in to my
Be flattered.
Men and Capitalism.
Uh-oh, it's tonight's episode 8 hours long?
It's about to be. If you don't rein your shit in and give people credit where credit is due and don't take credit on your own, maybe. Potentially. Yeah.
Erin.
Wait, are we beginning?
Yes, we're
You
beginning.
always do this. You need to be more ceremonious
Erin?
about the beginning.
Erin.
Like, it would be like being like, all right, we're going to start the race now. and then people just like look around. They're like, should we go? And they're like, yeah, I said go now. Go now. And it's like, maybe somebody should get a whistle or a gunshot to like do the like, pew, you know, starting whatever that's called. But you need to be a little bit more ceremonious with the beginnings because I don't.
All right, we're going to start the quiz now. Been waiting like 5 minutes to do that. The first question of the phobia quiz.
No, this is when you go, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Hold on. Let me.
Okay. Rosé break.
Okay, now I'm ready.
All right, she's ready, folks.
I'm ready.
Erin,
Yes.
your first phobia.
Thank you. That's the proper way to start.
Excuse me.
First question.
Electrophobia.
Wait, can I guess? Wait.
Sure.
Ooh, can I guess beforehand?
Sure.
Okay, they are afraid of eels.
Your choices are for electrophobia, fear of chickens, fear of your mother-in-law.
Can I have the spelling of electrophobia?
A-L-E.
Oh, see, I thought it was like electric. Okay, A-L-E, which is weird because when you said Ariana, you said Ariana, not Ariana. But here you have Electra, but you're saying Electra as though
This
it's
is why
electric.
you got us COVID.
But
Because you don't fucking stop talking. Christ.
Okay, could you start the spelling over again?
I'm gonna have to.
Please. But why are you saying Electra when it could be Electra?
Okay. Electrophobia.
See, that's much better.
Here's how you spell it. Are you ready? A-L-E-K-T-O-R-O Electorophobia. Electorophobia. Electorophobia.
Electorophobia. Electorophobia.
And your choices are fear of chickens
Or mother-in-laws?
or fear of your mother-in-law.
I'm going to say a fear of chicken. And the reason I say that is because my mother-in-law came and stayed with me this weekend. And I think that that's where you were inspired to come up with that fake answer.
The correct answer, electorophobia, is the fear of chickens.
Nice.
Well done.
Woohoo!
Give yourself a point.
1 for 1. Let's go.
Your next phobia, amathophobia. Amathophobia.
Can I have the spelling?
Amathophobia. Amathophobia.
Okay. Amathophobia.
Amathophobia.
Okay.
A whole math of them.
Can I guess?
You may guess.
It is the fear of words.
Your choices are fear of dust or fear of words.
You just made up that second one. You don't actually have fear of words written down.
Okay.
I'm going to say fear of dust only because I was thinking of like when you put a before something, it usually means like anti that or like the opposite of that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking opposite of math is words.
Clever.
And thus, but I don't actually think that that's true because I just don't. So I'm going to say fear of dust.
You are correct. Amathophobia is the fear of dust. And
Now,
it was going to be fear of dust or fear of glue.
yeah, see?
Yeah. My stupid, beautiful smile gave it away.
No, it didn't. My stupid, beautiful brain gave it
No,
away.
that ain't it.
I
That ain't
led
it.
my logic led me right to like, well, I know
Nah.
it's not that one.
All right. Erin, pay attention. Damn it.
Okay.
It's the third phobia. Can you guess what this is? Globophobia. Globophobia.
Globo phobia?
Correct.
Globophobia.
It's exactly how you spell globophobia. What's that the fear of?
Okay, so hemoglobin is something to do with blood. And the globe is an alleged sphere.
Right. Thank you for being legally distinct, protective of this podcast.
By the way, I somehow found myself on Mark Sargent TikTok.
God. Remember that?
This weekend.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, but I
didn't know that.
I think it was a parody, maybe. Like
for those who don't know, Mark Sargent, he was like a famous
he's the leader of the flat earther movement.
Yeah. I couldn't fucking think of the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was like an interview he did where he was like making fun of, he was like, oh, I talked to this kid who is a doctorate, quote unquote. And he's like, anybody that is, the further they get into the educational system, the less you can trust them because they've been broken. They've been
incredible,
conditioned by the system, basically. It's funny. By the way, there was a documentary, I don't know if it's still out there, on Netflix, where they literally prove, spoiler alert, they literally prove themselves wrong at the end of the documentary.
Flat earthers do. Flat earthers prove themselves wrong at the end.
Prove that there is
it's beautiful
actual curve to the earth, and they still don't believe it.
Of course not.
So what oh yeah.
So the question,
it's the fear of circles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Globophobia.
It's the fear of circles.
Your choices are fear of leaving the country or fear of balloons.
Balloons. Final answer.
Globophobia is the fear of balloons.
Yeah, because they're shaped like globes, allegedly.
You're 3 for 3.
If you want to believe that's what your globe looks like, then a balloon looks like that.
By the way, I think I have globophobia.
Oh my God, you do have globophobia.
Yeah. I got a thing with balloons.
Yeah.
Always have. Like
so do the dogs. You and the dogs have that all,
they do.
You have that in common.
That's why they love me. Erin, your next phobia is nomophobia or nomophobia. And I will spell it for you.
Nomo.
Phobia?
Okay.
Yes.
Nomophobia.
Nomophobia. What's that the fear of?
Okay, so let's think of things that start with NOM. Nominal. which I think means number or small, maybe single number. Anyway, okay, what else is N-O-M? Nom nom.
Ew.
N-O-M. Nominate. So to choose,
Okay.
to select, single out. Okay, I'm going to say it is the fear of attention.
Okay. Here are your choices. Nomophobia, fear of being without a smartphone or fear of missing special events. Nomophobia.
Well, it can't be either of those because I already determined what nomophobia was, and it's the fear
And you can't be wrong.
of attention.
You just can't be. You are wrong. You must choose.
Okay, I'm going to say smartphone only because, like, nomophobia, I think you were probably inspired by FOMO instead of NOMO. So I am going to say the smartphone, even though I wonder where that comes from.
I hate. Moving on. Next time. All of what you said is true. Yes, nomophobia is the fear of being without a smartphone.
Why? Do you have a fear of being without a smartphone?
No, not at all. Wait. No.
You don't?
I don't. Well, I mean, maybe subconsciously, but like I didn't.
It's not an active fear of
No,
yours?
I just wrote it down because I thought it was funny.
Do you think that that's an active fear that people have?
It must be if they've got a label for it.
Don't you think that they would have had to like honestly, I feel like the smartphone is something that we take for granted at this
Sure.
point. So like I never even think that I have the possibility of being without a smartphone.
Yeah, it's like glued
Because
to us. It's always on our person.
Yeah, like why wouldn't I have a smartphone? Which makes me think that like in order to have that condition, I wonder if they've been through an event where they were without their smartphone. And they were like, what if you were like stranded and like didn't have a way home or something? Like that would really not be cool. I would probably have fear after that too of like,
If you got castawayed kind of thing, casted awaited.
well, I was just thinking about like if somebody stole like your purse
That too. Yeah.
and you were like by yourself
That would incite a fear. Sure.
and you're like, I don't even know where I am. Like, yeah, that'd be horrible. Awful.
So I have like a bunch more phobia questions.
Oh, okay. I'll stop talking.
Thank you. Your next phobia is vestophobia. Vestophobia.
VESTI.
Correct.
Okay. Vestibule is a little area. I usually think about it in which, like, if you were entering into a space and it's like a little, like, space between spaces.
The space between spaces.
The space between. I think Dave Matthews wrote a song about
He
it.
sure did, honey.
We call that a vestibule. I'm
true.
going to say it is a fear of, I would say small spaces, but I think we all know what that is.
Yeah.
It's a fear of small children. Terrifying. Children are terrifying.
Your choices are so for vestophobia,
Uh-huh.
fear of babies,
Oh, shit. No, I don't believe it.
fear of clothing.
Clothing. Because it's what we put ourselves into. I'm going to say clothing.
Vestophobia is the fear of clothing.
Yay!
You are 5 for 5. I'm infuriated by this.
Well, we put ourselves into a little tiny vestibule.
That we do.
And technically, all of our clothes are like little vestibules that we hang out inside of.
You have logicked your way out of every one of these. I gotta.
Did you actually have babies?
Yes, I
You
swear.
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
fear of
funny.
babies.
That's funny.
Yeah, and you still figured it out. Damn you. All right. Try this. Try your beautiful big brain out on this one. Cibophobia or cibophobia? Cibophobia. CIBO phobia. Cibophobia.
Interesting.
What would cibophobia be the fear of? CIBO phobia.
I have no idea. I can't think of a single word that starts with CI.
Well, I have some choices
B.
for you if you want to forfeit your thinking
Yeah.
round.
Yep.
So cibophobia, is that the fear of food or the fear of houseplants? Cibophobia. She's thinking real hard, listeners.
Houseplants. Final answer. I have no reason.
Quizophobia is the fear of food.
Really?
You are incorrect.
What does that even mean, though?
Hand in your gun and badge.
Is it like I once saw this episode of Freaky Eaters, and the person would only eat Ora Ida French fries, the crinkle cut kind.
Oh, really?
That's
a terrible phobia.
And in order to try to like train her out of it, they had colored the fries like different colors, like green and red.
Oh, she couldn't do it, right?
She couldn't do it. Well, I just remember her crying.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah. God.
Is that like Quizophobia?
I can't
Because,
remember.
like,
I didn't have any footnotes.
What is anorexia then?
Let me look. Well, let me look it up.
I guess that's different than the phobia portion, I guess. I guess anorexia is the condition.
It's a general fear of food, considered a specific phobia, which is an anxiety disorder. People with this phobia are sometimes mistakenly thought to suffer from anorexia.
Got it.
An eating disorder. So this is different.
Got it. I guess anorexia is like the behavior. I don't know.
I
don't know.
It's the fear and or dislike of food, eating, or consuming food. And I think I read in one of the articles I pulled this from, like if sometimes people have like a pain swallowing or something like that, and it's just kind of attributed to that. Like it's just unpleasant for them, I think. So I think that ties into it. All right, let's do a new phobia. Here's a fun one. Erythrophobia.
Wait, say that again?
You heard me. Erythrophobia.
Could you please spell that?
I would love to. Erythro.
Erythrophobia.
That's what I said. Erythrophobia.
Like the Eurythmics. No, that's EU. But erythrophobia.
Erythrophobia. What's that the fear of, Erin? Would you like some choices?
Yes.
Your choices are for erythrophobia, fear of dancing, fear of blushing.
Dancing. Like the Eurythmics.
Erythrophobia.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
It's a fear of blushing.
Blushing?
It's a fear of blushing.
Hope they don't have rosacea.
Good one.
Do you know what rosacea is, Jack?
It's like a coloring. No, I don't.
You don't know? Of course, that's why you didn't laugh. Otherwise, you would have laughed if you knew what rosacea
No, I didn't laugh
was.
because you're not funny.
You made this podcast be called Erin is the funny one.
Yeah, because it's sarcastic. It's a joke.
You're yeah, good. You know what else is a joke? Your face.
What's rosacea? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's like what I have. It's like when your cheeks are like, and I guess other parts of your body, but like my cheeks are like red all the time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, weird. I'm still not laughing. That's so all right.
You know what else is funny?
What's that? What's that, Erin?
Wait, I don't want to be too mean. Never mind. But think of what it think.
That's so much worse.
Yes.
That's so
now
much
you have
worse.
to think about what I was about to say.
Something real bad.
Yeah, because it cuts deep. Think about your deepest insecurities. That was what I was about to make fun of.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, some of us globophobes have to like stick together. Okay.
It's where you're afraid of the globe, right?
Yeah. Your next phobia, honey. I'll spell it out for you because I sure as shit ain't saying it right. Deepnophobia. Deep.
D-I.
D-E-I.
D-E-I. Day.
Deipnophobia?
Deipnophobia.
So D-E-I-P-N-O phobia.
That is the fear that there is no God.
Interesting guest. Here are your choices. For deipnophobia, fear of dining with others or charades.
Charades is a little bit like God. So I'm going to say charades.
Deipnophobia is the fear of dinner parties or dining with others.
You know what? I will say I hate eating in front of people that I don't know.
You do.
I hate it. Every time I go out to dinner with people that I'm not like
so much food on your plate.
1,000% comfortable with,
Yeah.
I end up just talking the whole time.
Yeah.
And like I don't eat and then I like
Wait, you're a talker?
Yeah, I regret everything, but like I don't want to eat because it feels rude. I don't know. It's so guys, I am
Deipnophobia.
I am deeply troubled.
You deeply have the deipnophobia. Alrighty. I say we're at the halfway point. Here's a new phobia for you. Ergophobia.
Oh. Give me the choices.
Your choices are...
I don't want to influence you.
Ergophobia. Fear...
E-R-G-O?
E-R-G-O.
Okay.
Fear of work.
Uh-huh.
Or fear of yawning. Ergophobia.
Work.
Work.
Do you know why I chose that?
Why?
Because
It's correct, by the way.
ergonomics is like they have like an ergonomics team or something at my company where like if you submit a claim to it, they have to like adjust like your workstation so that you can be ergonomically like positioned.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And then you have like a special desk that can only be like only you can use your desk because it's been like specially adjusted just for you.
Oh, like a car seat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Erin, we're gonna get tricky. We're gonna take things up a notch here.
Okay.
This is the hard round. This is round 2. It's also hard for me. This is a very long one.
Also, I have a fear of work. I don't.
That's kind of why I chose it. I thought you would associate.
I don't have a fear of work. I don't think it's a fear as much as it is a resentment. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love work.
Honey, and listeners, I apologize in advance for this next one.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to spell it, but first let me try to say it. Your next phobia, arachibutyrophobia.
Ooh, I'm going to need you to spell that one.
I am going to need to spell it too. So, arachibutyrophobia, ARACHIBUTYRO phobia. Arachibutyrophobia.
Okay.
Or arachibutyrophobia. Here are your choices
Okay.
for this ridiculously impossible word.
Yeah.
Fear of nudist beaches.
Uh-huh.
Or fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. Arachibutyrophobia.
Okay, so if arachnophobia is a fear of spiders, they are naked inherently.
One could argue.
And they have 8 legs. And
yeah, keep running with this.
When you add a butyria, I'm gonna say, what the fuck does peanut butter sticking to somebody's mouth have anything to do? Arac. I would think Arac means 8, but I actually don't know. It could mean like bug.
Arachibutyrophobia.
I'm gonna say the nudist beach thing, and I don't know why. Spiders are naked, and so are people. Thus, it must be naked people that they are afraid of.
So, arachibutyrophobia is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
But why, Jack?
Obviously.
But why?
I don't fucking know.
And you know how easy it is to get the peanut butter out from under the roof of your mouth? You literally can just take your two fingers and you just go, ah.
Well, why don't you go ask an arachibutyrophobist?
Do you think that fear like, do you think it ever gets to the point where it's so extreme it like rules their life?
It must. Well,
why must it? Can't you have a casual fear?
Because I think there's a spectrum. I think there's a spectrum for every phobia, every fear. There are people who suffer from it mildly.
So you think statistically speaking, out of the over 7 billion people on the planet, there must be at least one person where this fear runs their life.
100%.
Do you know how easy of a fear it is to avoid? Just don't eat peanut butter.
You're really making that person feel like a sack of shit.
I am. That's not very inclusive of me.
It's not.
But also help me understand.
There are dozens of them. Look, Erin.
Well, really, we just concluded there may only be one. So,
Erin, look, I'm going to need you to answer this for me, okay?
Okay. Also, if you are an arachibutarianist, tell me in our hotline at DadHugMe10, does it impact your daily life and how so? I want to hear about it. That way I can better understand and become a more empathetic, well-rounded individual, please.
Would love to hear
help
from
me.
you guys. Would also love to hear from sufferers of this Plutophobia.
That's Disney characters. A fear of Disney. Capitalist corporation, Disney. I am terrified of it. Think of the dildo on the cover of The Little Mermaid. Okay?
Oh my God. So prominent.
Forever scarred. Okay?
Forever. I forgot about that dildo in the Little Mermaid cover.
How could you ever forget that?
I don't know. Remember, like, there was that whole like phase of like risque Easter eggs in Disney movies
Like
from the
sex
90s. Sex in the Lion
Sex
King.
in oh, was that the Lion?
That was the Lion King.
It was Aladdin was take off your clothes. Yeah.
And then in Beauty and the Beast, Belle says, "Fuck me, daddy."
No,
Like, do you
she
remember
doesn't.
That? Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
As she descends the stairs.
No, she. Wait, are you? No.
No.
Wow, you really had me there. For a
I know. That's why. Okay.
What a jerk.
Plutophobia. Is it the fear of money or the fear of therapists? Plutophobia.
Ooh.
Fear of money, fear of therapists.
I don't know, like plutonium, Pluto, the dog Pluto. I have no idea what Pluto actually is, though. And not a clue. It was a dwarf planet. First it was a planet. Then it was a dwarf planet.
Right.
It got demoted without
Such a sad
but
day.
like what's sad is that like it got demoted, but still has to stay at the same job. Like it's kind of like bullshit.
What a hellish fate.
Yeah.
But what's plutophobia?
I think it's a fear of therapists. And I
Okay.
had therapy today, and my therapist is the bee's knees. I love her. So if you have a fear of therapists, you shouldn't, because it can change your life. So I'm gonna say it's a fear of therapists.
Sorry, I was laughing because it's the fear of money.
What?
And you were so certain.
Well, here's what I thought. I'm like, oh, this fucking capitalist world that we live in, they would never demote anything that means money. Thus, Pluto could not mean money. So,
But in this case, it does. Plutophobia is the fear of money.
so does that mean that is it Goofy's dog, or is it? Oh no, Goofy's a dog and Pluto is a dog,
It's
and
Mickey's dog.
Pluto is Mickey's dog.
It makes no sense.
Sorry, I always get confused because they're like, why does Goofy get to talk?
Right.
But anyway, Pluto,
Pluto hasn't evolved yet.
Pluto, so Mickey literally named his dog after money. Is that correct? It makes so much sense now
It does.
because Walt Disney was a greedy son of a bitch.
She was.
May he rest in peace. Please don't haunt me.
I'm just thinking how funny it is that like Mickey is out walking his dog Pluto, and then they pass their neighbor Goofy. You know, Goofy's like, "Hey, Mickey," and Mickey's like, "Hi, Goofy," and Pluto looks up, and is like, "What the fuck? Where's his leash?"
It's called classism, and it's all around us all the time. It's like an executive being like, "You can't take the bus to work."
Right.
What?
Right.
What?
Just like
Sorry, that was
honey.
my best Goofy impression.
Wait, that was a Goofy? Holy shit.
But that was a decent
Wait,
Goofy.
can you say that again?
What?
What? That sounded more like your impression of like Banjo Kazooie. That was horrible, which also would have sucked.
No, this is my impression of Banjo Kazooie.
That's awesome. No, it's pretty bad.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Jack does really good Banjo Kazooie impressions. Do the bad guys. Do the bad guys. Yeah. This is what people without children do.
Yeah. We become the children.
Yeah.
We went through a banjo phase, you and I.
A few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sure did. It was a good time.
That was a good time. I loved ukulele too.
Ukuleles, yeah. Okay, honey. Let's see. Xanthophobia. And that is Xantho phobia. Xanthophobia.
Okay. Xanthan gum is something that they add into foods. I think it's a thickener.
Well, riddle me this then. Is xanthophobia fear of the color yellow or fear of movie theaters? Xanthophobia.
The color yellow, final answer. No reason why, except maybe they also add yellow colorings to food too. And maybe xanthan gum is a food colorant and I just didn't know it. I have no idea. I just know I've seen it on ingredients.
Xanthophobia is the fear of the color yellow.
We're back, baby.
Your losing streak is over.
We're back.
But don't get too cocky, kid. This next one's a doozy. Tell me, lover, what this phobia is. Ablutophobia. Ablutophobia. A-B-L-U-T-O phobia. I'll give you two choices. Ablutophobia. Is that the fear of bathing or the fear of the elderly? Ablutophobia.
I'm gonna say the elderly only because in Espanol, it's like abuelo and abuela, and it's like also ABU. But that's the only reason that I think that. I can't think of any other word that begins with. Well, I guess there's like albuterol inhalers, but I'm gonna say elderly.
Ablutophobia is the fear of the elderly.
Woo! Abuelo, abuela.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh,
It's the fear of
wow,
bathing.
Steve Harvey. What
I
the
did.
fuck,
I
man?
totally. Sorry,
What
I got
the
so excited.
fuck?
It's the fear of the elderly.
Wait, it is the fear of the elderly?
Jesus Christ, it's the second
Steve,
time.
Steve, get it together, man.
Ablutophobia is the fear of bathing. I know, that was really weird. Ablutophobia is the fear of bathing.
What was weird about it? Your brain?
Yeah, a little bit. I just want
Yeah.
to say you did fall right into my trap.
But also-
That's why I picked elderly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
I read you like a book.
But also albuterol inhalers. But also, fuck you. I feel like I should get that point anyway because you messed up twice.
No.
Twice you said elderly.
It is the fear of bathing. Optophobia.
Wait, hold on. I hate men.
And-
Continue.
And
But some parts of capitalism.
there it is.
Continue.
Optophobia. Optophobia. I can't remember.
OPTO.
Yes, OPTO. And honey, I can't remember. Is that the fear of closing your eyes or the fear of opening your eyes? Optophobia.
Okay, this is a good one.
I know.
Optopin. Open. But also close.
Yeah, talk it out. Yeah, 5 seconds.
Optometrist is somebody who looks at open eyes. I'm going to say it's a fear of opening your eyes.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Okay. Optophobia is the fear of opening one's eyes.
Yes!
You are correct.
I am a genius.
Wait, I'm just kidding. Yes, you're right.
Optopin. Optopin. Get it?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Wait. Optonopin.
Oh no. You're not speaking up.
Nopin?
No. Don't speak up.
Oh, I wasn't going to. I was
I thought you were speaking up.
Dapu Yapu Wappa Napi
Oh,
Tapu Spapi
Christ.
Gapap.
The worst.
Yappa.
You're so good at it.
Wappat Apai Thapat.
I don't know what you said, but I'm going to continue. Ephebiphobia. Ephebiphobia. That's spelled E-P-H-E-B-I phobia. Is the fear of what?
Wait, say that again? EPH.
E-B-I phobia. Maybe ephebi.
Ephebiphobia.
Ephebiphobia
Okay.
or ephebiphobia.
Okay.
Is that the fear of barking dogs or the fear of adolescence? Adolescence as in plural, not the stage of life adolescence, but like several adolescents. Fear of barking dogs or fear of adolescence.
Adolescence.
Ephebiphobia.
Only because I think that when you were writing this, you were experiencing many barking dogs. Thus, I think it's the adolescence one.
Ephebiphobia is the fear of adolescence.
So was I right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were barking.
I bet.
I don't know. Pick her up.
Uh-oh. Our emotional support animals here.
Oh, we have a little chip clawing at Erin's legs. It was super cute. All right, we have 3 more phobias. How are you
Okay.
feeling?
I feel wonderdy-dunderful.
Okay.
How
Well,
are you feeling?
I'm feeling
Defeated?
a little defeated, I'm proud of some and not proud of others. But how about this? We got 3 more. The night is young. Omphalophobia. Omphalophobia.
Could you please spell it?
I'd love to. O-M-P-H-A-L-O phobia.
Omphalophobia. Okay.
Phalophobia.
Phalophobia.
Is that the fear of belly buttons or the fear of pencils? Omphalophobia.
Pencils, because they're phallic. And so omphal, that's phallic. And pencil. Pencils, final answer.
Omphalophobia is the fear of belly buttons, bitch.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't write the Y's. I don't know.
Jack, why?
I don't know, but it is.
But why wouldn't it be phallophobia? Because then it would be umbilical.
See, that's a fair question that you need to ask the
Latin people.
the thesaurus gods and the Latin people. Ask them both.
Well, not that Latin, but
Yes.
the people that speak the language Latin.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Linonophobia. This is the penultimate question.
Okay.
Linonophobia.
They're afraid of Lin-Manuel Miranda, as am I. Terrified.
It is spelled.
That man has fucking the keys to the Declaration of Independence. You heard it here, folks.
Linono phobia.
Linonophobia.
Linonophobia. Is that the fear of wine or the fear of string? Linonophobia.
String, like linen and line.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, string.
Linonophobia is the fear of string. Well done.
All right, so for all the money, final one.
The others don't count.
Let's go.
This is worth 2,500 points. Your final question, your final phobia. Paganophobia. Poganophobia. Pogono phobia. Maybe like pagonophobia.
Okay.
Is that the fear of carpets or the fear of beards? Paganophobia. Poganophobia. Carpets, beards.
Carpets. So the reason I say that is because the only thing I can think of is a pogo stick, and it is a stick that you jump on the ground with, and on the ground there are carpets, and thus carpets. Final answer.
Final answer. Okay.
Also in Pennsylvania, there's this there's some mountains, and they call them the Poconos.
They do.
And they also have carpets of snow. Thus,
beautiful.
I don't think that that's where that comes from, but maybe.
But it should.
And thus, carpets. Pogono.
Paganophobia is the fear of beards.
No!
You lose everything.
Steve,
I win.
Do it differently. Do it differently.
Everything.
I know. No, you're saying the wrong answer. Do it again. Do it again. This time with the right answer.
No. I'm not pulling a Steve.
That's bullshit.
You're pulling a wrong Erin.
No.
Because you're wrong, Erin.
No. Nope. That's
you
bullshit.
just lost all your points, and I ate them all.
As most men do.
That's right.
Once
Men
again,
in capitalism.
taking credit for every single right answer that I got, you just took.
USA.
Tune into my Patreon about how much we hate capitalism and men. I have guest stars on every day where we talk about how much we hate men. We come on the Patreon. We talk about, well, what did a man do to you today?
Erin, that's it. We've been looking for a Patreon idea for months. Thank Christ we found it. Erin versus all men. Tune in
Text
weekly.
me if you would actually join my Patreon where I complain about capitalism and men.
God, there you go.
Text me at Dad Hug Me 10 if you want to listen to my capitalism and men rants on Patreon.
Please do. Dad Hug Me 10. Honey.
Do you hear that?
I hear something.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's just Chip moaning.
I think so too.
But I also hear the gods.
She just peed in my lap.
Did she really?
No.
The celestial gods
Yes.
are beckoning. They
Whoop,
beckon.
your microphone's that way.
I keep fidgeting with my mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't know how to put it. Where do I put my hands?
So
Where
we're
do
holding
the
hands. And I'm sorry my
go?
hands are so dry.
We have to hold hands in order to channel. That's how it works.
It doesn't work any other way.
No.
And is this a Taurus? I feel like we've done like a million Tauruses.
We literally, Jack, stop. You and your COVID brain need to stop right this minute. You are a menace.
Okay.
You and Chipwitch, go get a room. You're messing up the setup. You don't know how to use your own body. You don't know what day it is.
Okay.
You don't know what season it is. I'm pretty sure we've only done one Taurus episode.
Okay. Hold my freaking hand.
And by the way, do you know how long a season is?
No.
It's at least a month.
Okay. Hold my hand.
I kind of don't want to now.
Honey. We have to do it not for us, but for the Tauruses listening.
Fine.
Okay. Taurus.
Jesus.
Jesus. Am
the
only
son
who
solemnly
swears
to
forgive,
you.
but
I
heard
that
you
don't
wash
your
fingies.
what? After
Tinkling.
shame
On
you, Taurus.
So
Help
me
God
who
may
be
my
daddy.
allegedly.
Tomorrow,
I
promise,
to
visit
your
mother
the enemy.
and
Boy,
do
they
have
it.
coming.
Yeah.
Taurus,
I
wonder,
do
you
ever
think
about
stuff
like
planets?
well
I
made
planets.
so
There
you
go.
girl
Finally,
my
last
planet
Gfortamorg
is
dying.
but
You
can
help
please
donate
to
my
Kickstarter. No wait, GoFundMe.
okay. W
www.jesus.org.
go org. The end. I think we got that in there. That's one of our best ones yet. Holy shit.
Oh man,
Taurus, do with that what you will, and please save all
Please
your money and
donate to
straight to gojesusgo.org.
Gaforniak needs our money.
That's right, honey.
We-
It's the dying last planet.
We won't know that it's dying for another like 7,500 years.
Oh, but you know what? That telescope's gonna tell. It's gonna
But
show us things.
It's gonna show us, but we won't really know because the
No.
telescope won't even be able to tell for like 7,499 years. So like it's fine. We're fine.
We're fine.
Gaforniak is not fine. So we need to donate to Go Jesus Go.
Anything you can. Your cryptos, your NFTs.
Oh, he accepts Bitcoin too.
He does.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
doesn't discriminate.
No, he doesn't discriminate. He'll accept cash.
He's very
check.
with it.
If you have a grandmother that still writes checks, he'll accept that too. So
Cashier's checks
go
too.
gojesusgo.org. It's we have to save the planet.
And that planet is Quizophobia.
Yeah.
That concludes the 41st episode of Erin is the Funny One.
Thank you for sticking with us all this way.
Yeah, guys.
Love to see it. Love to hear from you. dadhugme10.org.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see your texts, calls, voicemails. Don't send me links. I will not click on them. I will assume
Unless it's
it
Go
is
Jesus
phishing.
Go.
Well, gojesusgo.org is,
But that's it. And also stay tuned to Erin's second podcast.
oh yeah, tell me if you want to listen to my Patreon about how much we hate men and capitalism, and I'll have people call in
Boy, I can't wait to
every day.
donate to that.
And you know what? It'll be me being like, that sounds like it sucks.
Oh my God,
I
yes.
feel you.
5 hours of that. Damn.
That
Next caller.
right. That totally sucks. I totally agree, and I feel you. So anyway, let me know if you pay $5 a month for that. So
Yeah.
can't wait to hear from you guys. Love connecting with you, and we'll see you next week.
Till next time, haters.